Hey guys! So in this video, I am going to show you 7 ways to use the Hobonichi weeks at work. I made a video about the weeks last year, which I am going to link somewhere here. But this video is about using the weeks specifically for work purposes. As usual, the timestamps are in the comment section below, so let's get started. This is what the weekly spread looks like in the weeks. On the left, you have 7 rows, 1 for each day, and on the right, you have a blank grid page. Even though it's 1 long row for each day, there are these dots that you can use to divide the row into 3 columns. On the blank grid page, you have a line that is slightly thicker than the other lines in the grid page. These 2 features can be used to segment the spread to achieve different designs, as you will see in this video. Now, this is the first way to use the weeks, and it is as a task manager. You have the appointments on the leftmost column, a schedule here, and then the master task list on the right page. When the new appointments come in, you write them in the appointments column. When new tasks come in, you write them in the master task list. Every day before you start work, you plan the tasks that you are going to do that day. I like to plan my day on a timeline, but the weeks doesn't have a timeline. So instead, I created a pseudo timeline right here. I put a dot on the border. Beside the dot, I indicate the time that I want to start on the task. Then I write the task. Notice that the timelines for the different days don't start and end at the same time, and they also don't have equal intervals. This is to avoid wasting space. So if my morning is filled with meetings and I have to catch up on my tasks in the afternoon, I can simply indicate the time that I want to start on my first task, and that allows me to use the full space here. The second way is to use the weeks as a task manager, but with an emphasis on priority tasks. The leftmost column is for priority tasks, while the column beside it is for non-priority tasks. On the right page, you have the appointments, the waiting on list, and some notes. I'd like to highlight 2 things about this spread, the priority tasks column and the waiting on list. Every day you identify your priority tasks, and then you estimate the amount of time that you want to spend on each one. For every 30 minutes you estimate that you are going to spend, you draw a box. Then at the end of the day, you record the amount of time that you spent on that task by shading the box. If you spent more time than you planned, then you indicate that with a dotted box. If you completed the task in less time than you anticipated, then you just draw a line through the boxes and put a tick to indicate that the task is complete. This way, you will have a clear record of whether you actually spend time on the tasks that you say are your priorities, right? For the tasks that you are waiting on, such as tasks that you have delegated, you might want to write the deadline, the task, as well as the person who is responsible for that task here. You noted whether the person has completed the task with a cross. That way, if a person misses a deadline, you can immediately follow up with that person. This is a task manager also, but with emphasis on project management. You draw a column for each project that you have and write the tasks that you intend to work on for each project by day. You then check off the tasks if you have worked on them. In this way, the spread serves as both a plan as well as a record of work done for each project. You can use the remaining space here for upcoming tasks. This spread will be particularly useful for people with multiple projects because you get an overview of the status of your projects all in one page. All right. You can also use the weeks as a work journal. I myself keep a teaching journal. So after every lecture or tutorial, I reflect on what went well, what didn't go so well, how students responded, and so on. I also write down ideas for how to explain a concept better, or thoughts about my teaching philosophy. My journal helps me understand my weaknesses so that I can work on them. I can say with confidence that because of my teaching journal, I am a much better teacher than I was 1 year ago. So I'll say start a work journal if you want to improve your work quality. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you will realize that I'm big on skill development. I feel that in today's world where there is little job security, it's important to develop career-relevant skills. The thing is, many of us recognize the importance of skill development, but often we find that we just don't have the time to develop our skills. I am going to recommend that you pick just one skill, just one, that you want to develop in the next 3 months. Then commit to working on the skill every day. It doesn't matter how much time you commit, what matters is that you are consistent. And you can use the weeks to track your progress on the skill. So let's say that the skill I want to develop is R. Every day I write down what I have done and how much time I have spent. If I miss a day, I write in rather big font, missed, kind of to shame myself. And on the right side, I summarize some ideas that I have for improving my skills or difficulties that I'm facing. If you wanted, you could also summarize what you have learned. After 3 months, you can continue with the same skill or pick a new one. Now, think about it. If you focus on just one skill every 3 months, then over a year, you would have picked up 4 new skills. That's pretty cool, right? In line with the career development theme, I'm also going to suggest using the weeks as a work achievements log. Have you ever experienced a time where you have to fill up the performance appraisal form and then for the life of you, you cannot remember what you did the entire year? Yeah, I experience that every year. So you see, it's not that I didn't achieve anything, it's that I have forgotten most of it. The work achievements log will be quite handy here. Every week, take maybe 15 minutes to write down your work achievements and the things that you have completed. This can be really minor, or it could be pretty significant. It doesn't matter. Just write it down in as much detail as possible. So the next time performance appraisal season comes around, you don't have to rely on your faulty memory because you have the log. Finally, if you are a supervisor, you might want to keep a staff development log of for your subordinates. So this is where you record your staff's good performance and also the areas that they can improve on. This way, when you review your staff's performance with them, you have specific instances to refer to. Alright, so those are 7 ways to use the weeks at work. I think that even if you don't have the weeks, you can definitely implement these ideas in a planner of your choice. If you try some of these ideas, please let me know how they work out for you in the comment section below. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. I will be uploading videos rather sporadically from now on, so please hit the bell icon. I'm not sure where, somewhere here. If you want YouTube to notify you when I post. As usual, thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye-bye.